There we go. Was this in the base game, or was this like DLC? Because I don't remember doing this my first playthrough. Did I just accidentally dodge him? Twice? I think I did. Laura Grace. What's up, Laura? Thanks for saying hi. Oh yeah, this escalated a lot, actually. It turned into freaking horror. Like Harry Potter does horror. Fucking mannequins everywhere. Hi, Steph. Yeah, it's going very well. It's just kind of a chill, laid-back thing. A spoopy moment in a very chill, laid-back thing. Revelio. Yes, happy Friday to you too. How's your Friday going? Like me personally, I literally woke up. Yeah, great, thank you. Good, I'm glad to hear it.
I simply adore this blooming place, don't you? You know, foliage
awesome.
like most living things.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse, for whatever reason, my chat is very much, like, slow. So, sometimes, this, if you want to go ahead and stick around for a little while, I might get into combat. There's been a little bit of combat, like, here and there. But, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. And honestly, I find it to be, like, pretty easy, but I played games pretty much my entire life. So, like, this is the hardest difficulty, where essentially, I think in comparison, like, the difference being is, like, your enemies are, in the harder one, your enemies are more aggressive, and you have less time to react to, like, sort of them throwing stuff at you, and, to do your, like, defensive stuff. But when you play the easier difficulties, Steph, I think you're, because I noticed this in your playthrough, like, it comes up and it says, like, oh yeah, hit Y, like, at this point, but yeah, like, this is the hardest difficulty, and honestly, it's still fun to play, like, it is a challenge sometimes, but, like, no, it is, oh wow, nice. Wizard's chest. So, yeah. It's a lot of puzzles. Lots of puzzles. If you like puzzle games, if you, like, if you, get sidetracked on a whole bunch of, like, ooh, squirrel, like, this is the game for you. It is a lot of fun. It definitely adds to the lore. We have a couple guys in here, actually, that, like, are, Pottermore, like, aficionados, to the point of it being ridiculous.
That was the wrong square.
Revelio.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. So you have to know how to play chess here, right? That's a knight, which he would be able to move there. Yeah. We want to stay away from the queen. We gotta get over here. Damn it. Oh, we're good. I thought he was gonna send me back down. Okay, so that's a king, right? Oh, I play a lot of other games. If you want to check out the, my channel's page, a lot of the games that I've already played through are in there. Some of the games I play as, passive are in there. For the future, I'm debating right now whether I want to do the Avatar game, and I mean the blue people, not the Airbender Avatar, because I have to make that that dissertation, or God of War. Probably gonna do God of War, but I try to do anyway. Hard Space, no revival runs. My VODs are all on YouTube, by the way, so you can check those out as well if you're interested. I've got a pretty decent spread. My library is like 400 games, and I just started streaming maybe like 2 weeks ago. So I plan on playing through a lot of my adventure games with everybody. Yeah, like if you're looking for a like community to be a part of, like our main thing here, honestly, we were just talking about this, is pretty much just giving each other like a way to kind of escape reality for a little bit, you know, enjoying games together, you know, supporting each other in whatever we're trying to do, you know. Every now and then I get into my personal life a little bit to kind of like be like, oh yeah, like, you know, I went through this, so this is why I'm doing this, but essentially, like, I don't want people to feel alone out there, and playing video games for all of you guys, like, that's why I'm doing it, you know. And especially when it's like small like this, and being able to interact with all of you, very awesome. But that's what I'm hoping to do. That's what I'm, you know, wanting to turn it into, and that's the community I'm hoping to offer everybody. But yeah, if you're thinking about playing this game, 100%. If you like Harry Potter, yeah, it is. It definitely puts you into that universe. You control like every aspect of everything. Pretty much, you get vivariums. When I get out of here, I'll show you like the main like attraction here. Oh, I don't believe that for a second. I am long-winded, and I take a long time to explain the most basic concepts of everything. But I appreciate the nicety though. But I do try to be thorough for sure. But yeah, I will try to get to like the main attraction of this game. That way, you know, you don't spend money if it's not really for you. But I would say if you like Harry Potter, this is definitely something you want to go ahead and like add to like what you can do. Really, the big things you just have to worry about is like your system requirements. I just took a couch to the head. But your system requirements, if you're playing on console though, shouldn't be a problem. But Jesus Christ, why mannequins, man? But oh no, it's fine. Geek is yeah, right now you're in kind of a lull moment. Archer, who is one of my moderators. No, I'm actually playing on PC. I just have a plug and play hooked up to it. I'm pretty decent with computers, so I know how to like set it up to do this. But yeah, PC. You'll notice that sometimes it lags a little bit. I'm still messing with all of my hardware. It's another thing. If you're on PC and you have any hardware questions, typically I've stumbled through so much working with PCs, I might know the answer. So you're free to, yeah, you're free to like pick my brain of any hardware questions either. I upgraded my graphics card from a 1050 Ti to a 4060. I did that literally right there on the floor. I just got a external solid state, so I upgraded my solid state from 240 gigs to 1 terabyte, which is nice. Usually it's chill gaming and everything, but I'm looking to kind of increase my repertoire. I'm a, you know, I'm a fun kind of person. I'd like to think so, or at least a very different kind. If you notice, I got the stuffies in the back. I was doing that no revival run, and I needed some extra motivation. But yeah, and you know, if you're not interested in the community, you're just interested in the game, yeah, feel free to go ahead and pick my brain about it. You know, I enjoy it. You know, I'm a little bit biased because I've always been a Harry Potter fan. Not as much as like Geek. But yeah, we have a member in the community by the name of Geek who he knows everything there is to know about Harry Potter. That he is ridiculous. Like, he was sitting there while I was doing, like, I don't know if you can scroll up in the chat, but he was legitimately, I was doing that stupid quiz thing, and, like, every answer, he was just like, oh, yeah, like, you know, that person you picked, he was actually the first headmaster. In fact, he went through and he did all this cool stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, ooh, learning. Oh, God. I love him to death. I love everybody in this freaking community, man. So happy you all, like, have found me.
Revelio.
Okay, it built a bridge. Nope.
Revelio.
Thank you, Steph. But, yeah, it is pretty neat, but as far as the game, like I said, if I can stop getting stuck on everything, I'll try to show you, because this is not like the main game. This is like, literally, I somehow ended up here trying to get my own store. That's literally what I'm doing here. Like I said, things intensified just a little bit. Okay, cool. That opened that door. I see. But you see what I mean by puzzles, Laura? Like, tons of puzzles. So if you like puzzle games, I do not, but I have, so I have friends actually who have done all of the work for like all my graphics. I do have like, whatchamacallits, intermission pages and, intro pages and everything like that, but my channel is actually made more toward, it's geared more for, people wanting to go ahead and, like, ply their craft. So, like, if you use something and it'll help my channel, I'll go ahead and use it, you know, and, you know, I'll advertise, you know, that, like, oh yeah, this person's, like, go ahead and made that. And, in fact, on my Discord, if you're interested, I'm trying to go ahead and the ones that are out there, you know, essentially reaching out, trying to like sell their stuff, I'm trying to give them essentially like an art gallery to help, you know, kind of expose like, you know, their work to other people and help them out, you know, if people are interested in that. So far, you know, people seem to just want to come in here and try to sell me pictures, and they're not too interested in the, what I have to offer, you know. It's just like, oh, you don't want to buy? Okay, well, buy. I don't have time for you because you're not giving me money, but, yeah, I am trying to help everybody with whatever they're trying to do. But as far as why I don't have it, like, set up yet, yeah, that's, you know, it's what I'm trying to do to help them out and everything like that. But it's kind of like, I don't know, I think a lot of people are just going, like, you know, room to room to room to room, like, hey, I want to sell you something, hey, I want to sell you something, you know. So I'm trying to, like, help them out with that. But, when it comes to, like, my current graphics, you know, I just started streaming about 2 weeks ago. So we're still putting it all together while like all of this, while I'm doing all of this. I'm streaming, I think in the last 2 weeks I've streamed for 100 hours, based on my last, time I did, like my analytics and everything like that. But, yeah, I stream for a very long time and, usually frequently as well. So, what we're trying to do, like I said, is kind of build it as we go. So, like, you know, as we find more, like, cool graphics, as we find, like, different stuff, we go ahead and try to use them, and, like, we're trying to apply everybody's abilities, you know. And the cool thing is, like, we all, like, this is all pretty much a, like, just our passion running wild, you know. We're not doing this for money right now. We're not doing this for, like, any kind of clout or anything. Like, everybody who's, like, put work into this, you know, all the time I'm spending on it and everything, like, you know, of course we want to go ahead and get affiliate and everything like that, but right now, it's all just out of everybody's passion, you know. The guy who edits my videos, he likes to edit videos. He loves learning new stuff about it. So, like, he's using editing my videos as a way to learn more. The one who does my intros and everything like that, you know, same exact thing. He's just trying new stuff, and he loves the fact that he can see the work out there for a streamer now. So it's, it's really cool seeing everybody's passions kind of like shine through.
Revelio. Defender. Bombarda. Incendio.
But yeah, like I said, this is the hardest difficulty. So if you're worried about the game being too hard, don't worry about it. This is pretty much all. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Sometimes my notification does not come up. I am pretty good about checking my panels pretty frequently. Like, I think I counted my screens. What you're seeing, other than my webcam, that is my first monitor. On my other monitor, I've probably got about 12, like, things open as far as a dashboard. That's, like, the stream management, my chat, like, everything that's going on, the actual stats, and, like, my resource management stuff. So, you know, we definitely have a lot of, like, the performance stuff, like, still in the works, too. Like I said, sometimes it's still, sometimes it's still a little choppy, but... Oof. Okay, I was wondering what he was doing there. But sometimes it gets a little bit laggy, but, like I said, I haven't implemented everything yet. So, that will improve. But again, thank you for the follow, and I hope you can come back on when it's actually more lively, because, ironically, like, I didn't expect the community to grow like this, like, so soon, but everybody who's been a part of it so far is just like, oh yeah, I absolutely love what you're doing, I love this community, I love everything about it, you know, and I don't know, I always thought, like, I would have to, like, be something different to attract people, and, like, no, people just like hanging out with me, I suppose, and watching me play video games. And it does my heart, like, a lot of good to be able to, like, you know, provide a service to people where if they just want to chill and relax after like a shitty day at work or something, you know, here I am, you know, I'm usually playing a game for somebody, and that's why it's on YouTube too, is so, like, you know, hey, if you missed something you can go back and look, or you can join in live and say hi and chill out with everybody.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed.
Yeah, well, I end all of my streams telling you all that I love you too, so, like, I appreciate everything you guys have done, and I appreciate the time you spend with me and everything like that. It is,
Personally, I'm tired of having no one to...
it is unexpected.
Ooh, tell you what, I'll make you a deal.
Like I said, when I first started this, I was terrified to hit that start button as far as stream. I was like, dude, like, nobody, I'm just a regular fucking guy. Nobody's gonna watch my shit. Nobody's gonna fucking care about what I'm doing. Like, my videos are just gonna frickin' fade into the ether. Like, what's the point? And, like, literally, day 1, I had people following. Day 2, I had multiple people following. Day 3, I have people telling me that they fucking love me. Come, like, the first weekend, I had comments. I've received comments on fucking YouTube from, like, some of my shorts and everything with people saying it's like, dude, I love your fucking laugh, man. I can't get enough of it. You know, they love my shorts. They love what we're doing here. Like, it's not just Twitch. It is YouTube. It is Reddit. It's a lot of stuff. Now we're on TikTok even. Like, it's fucking mind-blowing to me. It is absolutely fucking mind-blowing to me. It almost makes me want to cry, actually, where it's just kind of like, oh my god, like, I can't believe, like, this is all really happening. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I have enough damage stuff. I don't need... We're gonna go bop, 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 bop. Literally all damage all the time. Oh, okay, I hit Y, it's just that lag got me. Oh, that's a... Did you see that? Hold on, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. Yeah. I know exactly how to fight this thing. It's a different animation for it. Right, so I want my damaging stuff. I'm fairly certain Bombarda is fucking because you block it, whack, and now he takes extra damage because he is a troll. Look at my brain go. Whoop. That one I was a little late on the uptake. Smack. Oh jeez. Oh god. Oh my god. Dude, this is making me motion sick. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, this needs to stop now. Please, thank you. Oh my god.
Someone deserving of the playground I so
Yeah, when she was saying roll, Sir Fastidio, she was talking to me, not you.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
A kindred.
Yeah, I enjoy a good saying. Give me 1 second.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Oh, man.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail? Specifically.
Yeah, what's
Pay
the
attention.
fine print?
You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One
Chocolate
doesn't really
frog.
understand the value of an
Sometimes when I say chocolate, I do that. Like, I will, like, iterate every, like, so chocolate rather than chocolate.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
We're negotiating with a poltergeist right now. This is amazing.
You've worn me out. Well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit.
You don't know how, like, the real world repercussions of, like, this moment for me is. Archer's gonna be going through this video and be like, oh my god. Kinda like the hot chocolate song from the Polar Express movie. Oh, dude, I love the Polar Express movies. Wait. Yeah, there's only one of them. I was like, I said movies. But, no, I loved, like, that entire thing, man. And, like, everything about it. I don't know, I'm a little kid at heart, so I fucking loved it.
Revelio.
Hot chocolate! Fucking, I need to watch that movie again. Man, there's so much stuff I need to fucking do. There's so many movies I want to rewatch, and there's so many series I want to watch. Like, I think it's what I was getting at when I was talking to Geek, because like he's just like, oh, you don't even like listen or read all of your like social stuff or any of your lore, and I'm just kind of like, dude, man, like, but I know so much about so many things, you know. I'm not like specifically on one thing. Unfortunately, I don't have like that kind of time, you know, to go nuts on Harry Potter like that. Like, I wish I had that kind of time. I really do, but like, and it's cool, but like that's the whole point of like a community though. If you've got like all these people that have all this information from different like parts, like, you know, it's so cool. Like I wish that
Revelio.
I want to go ahead and try to get it where like the chat is like available like on my videos so that like people can experience like how much he knows about like the lore of all this too. That would be really fucking neat. The only issue is like I feel kind of bad like putting like without asking people's permission to like put their chats up. Like, you know, Caesar was just in here and he was telling me stuff about like his personal life. I don't know if that's okay to share, you know.
Hello.
And I don't just want to put it up there without like people's permission, you know. And I know like a lot of streamers do and they're aware that it's up, but I don't know. I think about these things.
Were you worried I might not return?
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's?
Dude, that would be awesome.
Penny.
God,
Penny,
you know,
please stop holding your breath.
something I would love to fucking do if I can get this monetized and everything, and I do get this like where I want it to be. I would 100 fucking % hold like a raffle or something, or some kind of like, not really a competition. I don't like the idea of like competing for it, but I would do a contest, right, between all my active members and everything like that, to like be like, hey, like, you know, I've got 5 tickets, like I will pay for people to like get here, I will pay for your Ubers, we're all going to like Comic-Con, or we are all going to Universal Orlando, or we're all going to Disney World. Like I would love to have the kind of money where I can give people like fun stuff. Like I get like, you know, I watched a little of like Mr. Beast and he's helping the world for sure, but like, you know, I could help a couple people like have a really good fucking time. I would want a rule where like, you know, you can't win like the same competition. Like you can't win multiple competitions like, you know, back-to-back years. You know what I mean? I would love to be able to do that. I would kill to be able to do something like that for people.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Single will know what to do.
But yeah, TwitchCon is another one. Like, I would kill to, you know, that... Well, when it comes to, like, you know, it's one of the main reasons why I've got, like, the business aspect of things already kind of, like, mapped out in my head. Is because, like, you know, for one, anybody who's willing to help me imply their trade and everything, I would like to give them the ability to bring on people and compensate them in the final, like, you know, in days that, you know, have yet to come. But like I would love to like bring an entire team to like TwitchCon and everything like that, you know, like we build it together, like we all like share in like whatever there is, you know.
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
But yeah, that's the entire idea, you know, is like, you know, we're all applying stuff. It's like on the individual level, like, you know, perfect example, you know, a lot of the people who are helping me right now are just like, oh yeah, like I tried to stream, but like I don't have the personality to attract people, and I get nervous, and I don't stream enough, you know, I don't have the technology and everything like that, and, you know, but they're good at graphic stuff, they're interested in that, they're interested in, like, you know, video editing and everything like that, you know, so it's literally combining everybody's, like, strengths to make really awesome stuff happen, you know. So like in the future, man, I would love to see, like, you know, yes, like I get a portion of it because like I'm doing the gaming and I'm worried about the rigs and everything like that, and, you know, all of our technology and, you know, the content and everything. But I have somebody who's like, okay, I don't have to worry about socials, like somebody else is taking care of socials. I've got somebody who's worried about editing, so I don't have to worry about the editing. You know, I can just put out content. This guy worries about the editing. This guy worries about advertising it. And it all comes together under that, like, sort of the architecture that I've been painstakingly trying to put into place already, you know. And it is all coming together. It's a lot of work, and a lot of people don't see that it's the scope of it, you know. Like, they don't see that it's scalable this way. They're all like, oh, well, we only have, like, you know, 5 people right now. It's like, that's not the point. Like, we have to dress for the job you want, damn it. But
yes, She said she
Yeah, it is
said
turning
I think
out
you
to
might
be,
have
like,
about
you
the
know,
angel.
really good.
No, I heard
You know, the
that.
followers will come, and I mean, like,
According to the house elf that came
I'm
to
not
the
worried
shop,
about
she's
it.
done this sort of thing before.
you know, I was
Repeatedly.
so worried that, like, this would all, like, you
I
know,
wondered what was going on.
fall into the void and everything like that, but I'm not worried about how many followers, like, I get in what amount of time. If I'm doing this daily, it's just gonna happen.
Perhaps a little
You know,
visit with Cassandra is in order to
every
clear
now and then
all
somebody's gonna click on my name, and they might click right off. But, you know, just like what happened with, you know, Laura here today. You know, they come in, they see it, they, you know, ask me a question, I talk to them, I engage with them type of deal, they enjoy it to the point where they click that follow button. She might be back tomorrow. I might see her, you know, I might not see her ever again, you know, who knows, you know. She could have just clicked off without following, so it's all going to happen naturally. And I'm just, like, I'm tickled that, like, I don't have to change who I am in order to, like, have that happen. It's just my natural personality.
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Holy shit.
Stop her! Compringa!
Oh, wow. Hun, I was not ready for a fight with you.
Incendio. Flipendo. Flipendo. Defendo.
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
I'll pop in, but I will definitely be streaming tomorrow. I will check in with you. You too. And stay safe out there, you know. But yeah, I should be, you know, I'll be streaming probably daily, so, yeah, pop in whenever you feel like it, you know. If you need a break from stuff, you know, I'm more than happy to go ahead and provide, whatever I can. And you know I love hearing from you.
What on earth are
But be safe, sweet dreams. I'll see you later.
Defendo. Flipendo. Incendio.
Damn.
Bombardo. Incendio.
Ah, I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Checking that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio.
Cool, can I get my money back? And just have the shop? Because you kinda, like, I feel like that's
And
fair.
Not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Asgard.
See, I would give the elf clothing immediately and just be like, hey, like, do you want to actually work for me?
Shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Like, these aren't me Seeks, okay? They do not live to serve. I can't imagine they enjoy it. Like, I think you could be kind to a house elf, but really, if we're thinking about it, like, you wouldn't, like, keep them, like, indentured like that. There was the hat in the,
Penny. I have what I hope will be good news.
In the chest. I wonder if we can give her the hat.
That ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
I'm freeing her.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Penny never thought she would be given clothing and become a free elf.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and managing...
That's what we wanted. That's exactly what we fucking wanted.
You can do anything you've ever wanted to.
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend and sell to the villagers in Hogwarts.
God damn it.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad you'll be staying on.
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop.
That hits
and
kinda
I'll
hard.
Take care of the rest.
It's like, you know, oh yeah, you're free to do whatever you want. It's like, but all I want to do is this. I 100% side with that. It's where I'm at right fucking now, actually. It's like, Jesus Christ, I could go into nuclear stuff when it comes to, like, the military and everything, which is cool as fuck. I could work at almost any factory and be successful, but it's like, no, I wanna play video games. I wanna build communities. Or, like, just to have somebody to be like, you know, oh yeah, like, you know, I wanna work on this. That's all I wanna do. Like, that is my dream. That is my passion. That is a obtainable goal that I can indeed do. Cladwell and Brewster's, Vesters and Venom, Stitches and Draughts. I like Stitches and Draughts.
I choose Stitches and Drafts.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Oh, she's got a hat. That's awesome.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
I like Penny. Penny is cool.
Revelio.
Divination classroom, Henrietta's. Oh, you're all good. I thought, you know, maybe it was misunderstood when I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, like, okay, we're gonna be back at 8. I wasn't stopping my stream immediately, type of deal, but you missed it. Steph came in. It was you know, a nice talk there. You know, I spoke a little bit more about, like, you know, what's all going on. We had somebody come in, Laura. She came in and followed, actually. So we might have another person for the community. But yeah, and other than that, you know, we got our own store now in the game, and yeah, everything's kind of coming together. So yeah, we're up to 26 followers now. So yeah, if you happen to see Laura in here, make sure to make her feel at home and everything. I told her we have a good community, so don't make me a liar. But yeah, Steph was on, and, you know, we hung out for a minute and, you know, talked a bit, and you know, kind of like where everything's going, and just kind of letting everything kind of fall into place. I don't know if you heard my spiel about the house elf here, but, like, she's sitting there and she ended up saying something to the effect of, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm a free elf now. And I was like, yeah, like, you can literally do whatever you want. And she's just like, well, all I want to do is stay here and manage the store for you. And it's just like, oh my god, Penny, yes. I love you, Penny, thank you. But yeah, those are some updates, and I think I've also decided, that, I was going to take a break at 7, so I could, like, intake my minimum, like, level of calories, so that I don't keel over. So what I'm going to do instead is, I'm probably just going to do intermissions. So, like, I'm going to do an intermission, get my oven going. I've got some frozen pizza I'm going to make me. But, I'm going to do that, and then when I think it's, you know, preheated, I'll put a break on everything, go throw it in there, set a timer, and then I'll probably eat on stream. I don't know if that's too professional, but I have a feeling people are more than happy to take like a 5-minute break, you know, here and there while I make food, and then like I come back, as opposed to me like end the stream and everything. Because I'm fairly certain both Archer and Geek probably are passed the fuck out and letting my like ADHD rantings lull them both to sleep. So. But yeah, I figure I'll go ahead and keep the stream going for them. But yeah, no need to apologize, man. Like I said, you know, your real life comes first before anything here. And I'm not sitting here twisting anybody's arm or neck to like make them stay here. Like if this is not your cup of tea as far as like what I'm, you know, putting out there and everything like that, by all means, like, you know, I'm not going to force you to stay here, nor am I going to have hard feelings, you know. Time is limited. You gotta do what makes you happy. And if I'm something that makes you happy, I'm more than happy to have you here.
An unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it
Hell
is
yeah.
on that side.
That would be awesome. Like, usually, what I'm going to do is 8 o'clock till, like, midnight as my regular times. But my first day of work is going to be, Monday. So we're gonna see, like, if I can keep up the 8 o'clock to midnight. But, like, lately, I can probably push that to, like, 2 a.m. So that's probably what I'm gonna do here. So I'm probably going to stream for another... Holy shit, that's actually going to be a while. That's going to be 5, 6, 7? Maybe another 7 hours would be cool. Pretty much, if I get fucking tired and I'm, like, trying to just stay awake while I'm playing, it is probably when I'm going to go ahead and call it. So, you probably don't have to worry about an all-night thing. But, the dinner is going to help me stay awake, for sure.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is
But
that a term of
100%.
Specific to
Yeah,
me.
like, if you're interested in the game, you feel free to ask me if there's something, like, regular, you know, that you want to talk about. I don't care to interact with everybody,
Is not taught at Hogwarts.
you know.
I am gently discouraged
And especially, like, if there's, like, very few, like, people active in the chat, you know. Like,
And it is in my
yeah, I don't mind,
I have been able to wander the Highlands rather
you know,
freely until
this
now.
kind of thing. Just chatting back and forth, enjoying this game.
That is how I
Of course, you know,
Rookwood and Harlow.
I do want there to be more people active in chat. Like, what I really want to happen is, like, chat ends up being self-sustaining at a certain point. That would be really neat. And when, like, about 8 people chatting at the same time, it gets to be that. Like, I thought you would need, like, you know, in the double digits, but no. Like, 5 to 8 people that, like, enjoy each other's company. Like, say, like, Archer, you, Geek, Steph.
And that is just the beginning.
Dude, you guys, there was a point where you guys were just going and going and going and going, and I could hardly keep up responding to all of you, and that was awesome.
To teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no. A person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing
Dude,
pain.
I don't know,
and
it's like a
strong doubt
personality
that
test almost. It's just like creating the wand and everything.
I no longer feel any pain.
I remember, do you remember the Facebook days of, like, you know, what color freaking, what color Power Ranger are you? Take this quirky quiz. Dude, growing up, I remember that was all over the damn place. And, like, at the time, we didn't know, like, when internet was first, like, you know, being used like that. we didn't know that this was like going to take off like it did. It was just really cool. It was just like, oh yeah, I took this test. I'm fucking Gryffindor, and it was like the coolest thing in the world without even like
Now then it
thinking about it,
makes
man.
sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me of Nagini from Mystical Creatures.
In my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety.
There we go. Okay, I was worried that like the dialogue would be different than the actual choice.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have.
Well, of course not. I can call lightning down at fucking will, hun.
My mother cannot know where.
You can turn into a gazelle.
Thank you.
Or you're thinking that like you can turn into a gazelle. Like there's, you know, I mean, we can all like achieve anything we put our minds to, but like in this case, there's a little bit of a skill difference here, hun.
Dragon friend, and where to return her, you know what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Oh, dude, yeah. I don't know if you have access to it, but if you go onto YouTube, there's a short that I have that is literally this elf is sitting there and he's just like, "Arr, this is gonna be quick," and you hear me in the background. It's just like, yeah, it is, and I just one-shot him and fling him across the entire fucking field. It was the funniest shit. Oh god. It's like, yeah, you're 100% correct. This is gonna end quickly. Ooh. Huh, that's weird. I didn't realize that he was so good at vanishing magic, 'cause he ain't fucking here anymore. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, somewhere, right now at this current moment, he is somewhere in the atmosphere just like, doo 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 doo, doo 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 doo. He's just gone, man. Oh yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure if there was a space race, they wanted that, like, you know, honor, but like not like that. That's something actually like funny to think about. Like in this universe, right? Like, you know, like as far as like the Muggle and I get like time frames and everything, because I think this is the 1890s is where this game is set. And I mean the Harry Potter stuff, like what I want to know is like, do any wizards mess around with space? Because I mean, if we're sending like rocket ships up, like are there any wizards that are like exploring space? Like what's going on there, you know? I think that would be really cool for the genre to kind of like get into. Oh, you know what? We've already discovered everything. You want to know what I want to do? Yeah.
There you are.
Gotta remember how to fly this thing.
Let's go.
Oh, off of a cliff too. That was fucking dope. That would be dope. God damn it. But, yeah, no, like, I would love to, like, see, like, you know, how does, like, are there any wizards that are doing anything with, like, space travel and everything like that? Or, like, just, like, being interested in stuff going on up there. And, because, like, they don't reference it, you know? And you would have to think, like, you have to think that, like... Oh, dude, okay, I was, like... It wasn't showing up on my mini-map. I thought I could just fly, like, right through Hogsmeade or over top of Hogsmeade to have a, like, super cinematic experience there, but... Nope, we're gonna land. How do I fucking land this thing? How do I fucking land this? Land! I can't remember how to land the... Oh god. Hold. Flight speed. I don't know how to land it. Hold on. Down. 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 Stop! Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Okay, we might want to go ahead and just stick to the broom because they're a lot easier to land and dismount.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a car at 3 o'clock. I was only young.
Hey, crash landing still counts as a landing. Alright everybody, I can get this plane on the ground, but you're not gonna like how I do it.
It's not like her to forget.
Alright, give me one moment. I'm gonna go ahead and start preheating my oven for my dinner. That way I don't have to close the stream. I'll let you have access to my intro movie. I'm hoping I can go ahead and get like new intro like vids and everything like that. Like once a month maybe. Like that would be really neat. But give me one moment. I will be right back. Cause yeah, eating food is definitely something that will keep me up later. So I will be right back.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath. See my message start to spread, and I had so many dreams. Then you hit your teens, life ain't really what it seems. Try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be #1. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope.
Alright, I have returned, everybody. But, yeah, we're gonna give it about a half hour, see where it's at. As far as the preheating and everything like that. And, if people don't find it to be too rude, I'll just go ahead and eat while I stream and everything like that. So I might go quiet.
It looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
But this way I can go ahead and, still put on a show for you guys.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track the dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
So just follow the path of destruction. You'll eventually find the thing that caused
I
it.
can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely...
Dude, it's one of my favorite sayings to be like, it's, how does it go? I'm like the arsonist at the fire. I'm just sitting there and hee, I did this.
I do think this is...
I use that so often.
The terrain's typical.
Like an unhealthy amount.
I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her
I forgot where I had heard it first.
let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply
I think it wasn't it a stand-up comedian who made the joke.
Think like a poacher.
I think it was.
She's home. We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out.
Yeah, that sounds simple enough. Let's return the dragon egg. You know, to the fire-breathing dragon that, like, you know,
No.
probably looks at us like we're a fucking snack.
Make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Ha. You know, another one of my favorite sayings. Perhaps a person's life shouldn't be measured by its length, but instead by the extent of their bravery.
Aggression or food. We should stay on foot. One more thing.
It's one of my favorite, like, famous last words things.
She's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Great. What's up? Oh, look at the red paint on the ground. I'm sure... Oof. I'm sure that wasn't a person. Oh, what's up, Stephanie? You got your dinner and everything like that? I actually just started preheating my oven for mine, so, the Dragonborn. He was probably trying to do a shout, but he hit something and it like had the reverse effect. But
I wonder how many they brought to capture.
Revelio.
But yeah, so you don't worry, because I know you are concerned about my calorie intake. I am getting ready to, yeah, I will be eating here soon. Caesar here actually talked me into, instead of taking a break, I'm just going to go ahead and make something, eat it on stream. It's alright, I'll go a little bit savage with it, but, you know. We did make the intermission pages for a reason. So. But yeah, I'm making me a DiGiorno, DiGiorno frozen pizza with stuffed crust, cheese stuffed crust. Like, I'm real excited for it, but my oven's preheating right now.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well.
But oh yes, like, eventually you guys will be used to me at a certain point that you'll realize when I sit down to go ahead and play a game, I mean, if I keep with my schedule that I want to, we're looking at 4-hour sessions, right? And like on weekends, usually, how often I've been like, oh yeah, we'll go until this time. Like I literally just did. I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'll just stream, you know, until 7. I'll take a break and then, you know, I'll get some food. That was 5 hours ago, and I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm having a good time. So like, I'm not gonna take a break. So, like, I mean, you guys should just, like, get together. I mean, look here, okay? Like, I've got snackage, okay? I have got 100% snackage, and usually I have more, like, a pot of coffee going on top of, like, plenty of fluids and, like, stuff going on. So we should all be prepared that, like, oh, hey, like, Infrit started streaming? Okay, well, he's gonna be at, the, you know, we don't have to worry about where he's going, you know, for the next, like, 6 hours at least. Oh yes, I recommend everybody, like, if you are going to watch me, like, you know, feel free to go ahead and, like, you know, get up and get your snackage while we're streaming, but it's best practice if you don't want to miss a thing. Ha, I'm thinking of Armageddon now. ADHD, Jesus Christ, don't want to miss a thing. But, no, if you don't want to miss anything, like, get the snackage ahead of time.
Quiet. What was that?
Oh, what was that? Oh, you know, it's like, oh, what could it possibly be? We're only tracking a dragon. Do you think it could be a narwhal? Yes, 100%. I think the dragon's cheating. Okay, there we go. Just had to let the game catch up a little bit.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Yeah, no, like, the only thing I really wish is, like, my singing voice wasn't absolutely terrible, so, like, you know, I could reliably, like, you know, sing whatever song has popped into my head without losing my entire community.
Watch out. It's her. She'll make sure we know it.
Yeah, stuff to update you, me and, Caesar are talking about maybe doing the whole thing with, like, the D&D group and getting the writers on board and everything like that. I think it would be really neat if we can implement it, you know, but it'll take a bit of work because it's one of those things where it's like, you know, would it be really cool? Yeah, but, like, we also need to go ahead and, like, brand it properly. Because if we get spread too thin, like, we're gonna offer, like, I want to offer, like, good services and whatnot, as well. Like, oh no, I 100%, if need be and people like it, I can 100% DM. Like, I've DM'd before, I have a little bit of experience with it, like, could be fun. But, yeah, anyway, when it comes to, like, working on all of this, we have to keep in mind, like, branding, not spreading ourselves too, thin, you know, I would much rather offer one really awesome product than, like, 10 mediocre products. So, I want to be very careful with, adding too much to everything we're trying to do, because, like, I don't want anything to detract from, like, the streaming. But I also wouldn't want the streaming to detract from, like, the D&D. Like, they should always, like, feed off each other and, like, help grow each other. But that's the idea. I'm keeping all of this in mind. I'm just kind of thinking out loud about it, by the way. Like, you know, I go off on these tangents all the time, but it's like, you know, yeah, later on when we do have our meeting, these are things to kind of keep in mind to make sure, like, okay, like, are we branding it under the same thing? Yes. You know, is this, you know, taking way too much out of, like, the original idea? Yes, no. So we've got to go ahead and figure a lot of that out. It's going to be a lot of talking between me, you, Archer, for sure to go ahead and get it off the ground. Anybody who's willing to go ahead and work on it. Yeah, so, something that we might be able to do that I was thinking about, I don't know if we'd be able to swing it, but we want to do a movie night, on Sundays and everything, but maybe have the movie night while doing D&D. Because I have a feeling, like, with how we are, none of us are going to be able to pay attention to the movie anyway, save for maybe a side glance. So, you know, I could see, like, you know, we have Harry Potter going on, like, as far as the movie, and, like, we've got, like, a D&D campaign going on at the side, you know. But like we can find a way to like combine all of that. Like I said, if it's a truly interesting movie, then or maybe we can do like, hey, like we're playing D&D and then yeah. Well, I'm gonna test that. We're gonna see how well the movie night goes. I have Archer working on that over the course of the weekend. I'm talking to him later about like how that's all going because he hasn't said anything about like how he's gonna implement it or anything just yet. So I want to make sure that that's gonna go well, and then like, if it is, like, hey, we're all just chatting and anything, it's like, okay, well, cool. Like, we can just have a movie going on in the background. Or we can do it where it's like, per schedule. Like I said, I'm staying up till midnight, sometimes 2, and I usually wind down anyway. What we could do is, like, 8 o'clock, we start D&D, we go until midnight, and then we put on a movie from midnight till 2, as kind of like everybody's wind down. Oh, hello, Archer. Yeah, lots of things are in the works. People... Yeah, a lot of things are in the works right now. We're talking about, like, Caesar heading up essentially a part of the tavern that's, like, essentially writers who do D&D campaigns on, one day of the week and everything like that. We'll talk more, though, about that, afterwards and everything. Or if you guys want to keep talking about it and that way I can just focus on the game and making my food, that would be cool too. It's whatever you guys want to do. I'm here for you. But there are some talks going on. Everybody seems to be on the same page as far as like they want it, but it's like how to implement it, brand it correctly, not spread ourselves too thin. So another thing for us to be busy with, but the community is coming together like quite nicely. Like we've added so much shit in just like the last we just started this fucking 2 weeks, and we've got a movie night, we've got a weekly schedule, we've got D&D talks going on. It's fucking wild, man. I fucking love every second of it. Like it's so much work, but it doesn't feel like it. I fucking love it.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable.
Like I said, I'm a mediocre DM. And I would use 5.3 because that's what all my books are. So, that could be problematic. But Caesar says, like, he used to have, like, a whole community of writers and everything that maybe we can get a hold of. And, like I said, we'll brainstorm some stuff, like, leading up to it. But, yeah, we'll figure it out for sure. Okay. But yeah, the big thing though is like, hell, how the hell am I going to be able to sit down and have business meeting talks like this when, like I stream every waking moment of my life? So, we'll have to figure out that one for sure, or at least I will. But, no, it's probably going to be something where, like, like, if it's not super late at night, like, I'll holler at Archer and just be like, hey, man, like, you're awake when I'm not, so, like, here's what I'm looking for, like, make it happen. Let's see, meet Sebastian at the catacomb. Perhaps, like I said, if I happen to catch you on before I start streaming, which is really rough, because usually I get on, I do my coursework, I'll sit in the Discord for a minute, honestly. Like I said, you can usually catch me before I start a stream, like an hour or two ahead of time while I'm working on my schoolwork. And, yeah, maybe we can talk then. Like I said, just keep an eye on the Discord. Usually there's a little icon that says if somebody's sitting in a chat. Just keep an eye on it. Usually it's Archer. Sometimes it's me. Anybody is free to, like, come in and just say hi, You can talk to me one-on-one there. Like, I made sure that the tables were, like, only 5 can get in there, or only, like, 2 can get in there, strictly for, like, how well I'm feeling for my social battery. So, yeah, feel free to look at me, and 9 times out of 10, if I'm sitting in a chat by myself, you are more than welcome to come say hi. Like, I'm working on my schoolwork, I can take a break, and if it gets too much, just don't be insulted. If I'm like, hey, man, like, this is a really intense part, like, if you don't care, like, I don't care if you sit in here and listen to me ramble, but, like, I need to get this done real quick. So, feel free, and, like, yeah, Archer does the same thing. If you want to use the tables and everything, like, for the same thing where you're just sitting in there, that's what they're for, and I keep you know, I made my own, like, you know, shady corner table in there. But, yeah, we do need to populate, you know, get more tables added, like, depending on how many people are going to be using them for this. But that's kind of the idea, is I'd love, like, you know, anybody who's part of the community to be able to go in there and be like, you know, that's our way of saying it's like, hey, I'm willing to talk, you know, do you want to talk to the streamer, you know, on a one-on-one basis, you know, and have like a personal conversation? Sure, that's available. Do you want to talk to the moderator? Do you want to talk to, you know, our tech guy? Like, that's what that's for. Like, I can't wait for it to be, like, used for such. Let's see. We're gonna go here. Imperio, I'm not gonna learn it. I'm not gonna learn it. I'm a good boy. I'm not gonna learn it. Well, that's the thing, though, is, like, the tavern doesn't have enemies, you know. Like, let's say, like, for instance, you know, I'm still kind of, like, role-playing, like, the fact that, like, I'm the entertainment for the tavern right now. But, like, I just imagine, like, if somebody is, like, you know, doing something they're not supposed to, for instance, you know, like, the bouncer just, like, you know, they get put out. If it wasn't too bad, it's just like, you know, hey, like, you know, think about what you did, like, understand, you know, this is the situation, and be like, you know, okay, like, you know, you can come back, but, like, you need to, like, realize, like, this is what you did, this is why it's bad, this is why we're saying you can't do it anymore. If they still have an issue with it, they don't have to come back into our establishment. If they're, you know, a mature and down-to-earth human being, then they'll be like, yeah, you know, my bad, you know, I'll work on it, you know. But yeah, that's how I imagine, like, moderation to kind of go. I want it done with, like, a soft hand, unless somebody is, like, blatantly being a jerk for no freaking reason. Then in that case, it's just like, yeah, roll them down the damn steps. But I would like to, like, have faith in my fellow humans that, like, people are not going to, like, be dicks for the sake of being a dick, you know. But unfortunately, people still surprise me to this day. Alright. We're gonna travel. Oh, man.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here.
I'm out of coffee.
As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. It's in the catacomb.
Wrong pipe. Oh, God. Oh. Don't worry, guys. I'm just restoring the electrolyte content to my lungs directly.
I'd be interested to know what the student discovered.
Look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I suspect
still alive.
it's important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook.
I swear to God, if it was like thunder and lightning, I'd find a way to drown myself in the fucking lightning storm. No, I can't drink properly. Oh. Dude, we'd make a lot of fucking headlines.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we're finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
Yeah, I told him fucking everything.
I promise.
Fuck.
Good. Ominous would be lit.
I would have told Ominous everything. Learning about ancestor looting.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've...
Alright, before we start this, I'm gonna recover a little bit, see if my oven has preheated significantly enough, get my pizza in. Ha. Dude, see, like, we could market that, man. We'll turn the fucking Hellfire Tavern into a memorial. Me too, I had this app I still use, and I got... Back in the day, it had it. Yeah, like I said, one of the big things about everybody meeting here, everybody who I want to be a part of this team, like, we are doing this, we are providing services to people, you know, like, we want people to kind of, like, forget about their problems, and we want to use this, those services for ourselves as well. That's the whole point, you know, is, yeah, we don't ever want to be like, oh, it's all about me. Like, you know, I know sometimes I go on tangents about my own life and everything, but, like, really, that's just, you know, I try to stop it, like, you know, if the conversation goes there naturally, yeah, like, I like to let you guys know what's going on with me and everything like that. You know, you gotta imagine, though, if we have 50 people in chat, like, everybody trying to talk about, like, what they have going on in their day is going to be a little bit rough, you know. So, I do try to stop my own tangents and everything like that. I don't want to be, like, hypocritical like that. But, I do want it to be, you know, we are providing services. You know, we are applying our trades. We are entertainers. We are, you know, helping people forget about their days and everything. And I think as long as we keep that in mind, you know, we're doing all this for the community, not for ourselves. Like, we do get all of the, like, benefits, however, of the community as well. But, like, if we want, you know, a supportive community type of deal, we are creating it and offering it. So, yeah, the last thing I want is for this community to, like, become anything negative. And like I said, if there's anything that, like, I'm pretty open to anybody making use of the community for, like, whatever. Like, you know, I will bring down the fucking hammer on, like, anybody who is trying to, like, make this something that it's not meant to be. And there's nothing but good on the docket. So, you know, that's my whole thing, you know. Blatantly being a jerk for no fucking reason, yeah, like, I don't want you here. Like, I don't care if you're a viewer, I don't care if you're a core member. Like, if you're just being a jerk for the sake of being jerk, this isn't the place for you. You know. But, yeah, that's what this, you know, we're here to help each other, is the main point here. But, I am going to try to cough up the Gatorade that's currently in my lungs and get my pizza going. So, I will be right back.
A few moments later.
Alright. Pizza is going and everything like that, so we got about 20 minutes or so. I've got an alarm set, so, yeah, if I don't do, like, a very, like, good intermission thing and the screen just comes up, I'm just trying not to burn my pizza. So, keep that in mind, but, yeah, as I was saying, as far as everything with, how that's going to kind of work out, as far as how I, like, envision it is, it's kind of Project Mayhem. Like, you control your own level of involvement, you know. If what you're doing is, like, really good for, like, the platform and everything like that, and, like, you are trying to help, and, like, you know, it is very evident, then, you know, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of, like, cool stuff, and you'll be an even bigger part of it, hopefully. You know, if it's not, though, you know, because everybody has their own fucking lives and everything like that, you know, but,
yeah, spiders aren't insects.
you know, it's fine, you know. But I am hoping to, like, get it monetized and everything like that. I am hoping to, really turn this into that, where is it? There it is. Whoop. Whoop. I need Confringo. I've got a lot of dreams with it. And it's all, like, beneficial to everybody who's going to be a part of it, but, there we go. It was like you wouldn't climb up it. But yeah, I got plans. But,
Brilliant.
Lots of plans. But we shall talk about those things, yeah, I'm all freaking business right now. need to kind of forget about it. I've got pizza on the way. I'm playing a fun game. Like, that's weird. That looked like a trap. Smack. The old levitate. The old levitate the thing behind them trick. One of my favorite movies is Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Hell yeah.
Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus.
Yeah, like, that's what I want it to be. Like, this whole platform is essentially friends just making the most out of what they found, you know? Like, we all ran into each other, it's all chill and everything, we all have a passion for streaming and community building and everything like that, and, like, that's the idea. Is to keep building this up, you know? To go ahead and stop doing it alone and actually have, like, a little bit of support, you know? Because I think, you know, I know me and you, Caesar, were just talking about this, but, you know, it can get kind of lonely out there, you know, especially, you know, everybody kind of moves on with careers and everything like that, and, you know, we have that, like, thing in us where it's like, oh, no, like, this streaming thing, like, you know, we can do the streaming thing, and we can have a community, and we can focus on our jobs, but some people, you know, and it's all well and good, some people can't do that, you know, but I figure, you know, we'll all work together and everything like that, we'll create something awesome, and, you know, at the very end of the day, even if we do all this and it doesn't catch traction, even if it's not a big thing, well, we pursued it and we know. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to question it in the future.
Revelio.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know. Something I've realized about my own personal situation, as far as, like, you know, yeah, like, I gave up a lot of awesome opportunities to make more time for my friends. I gave up, you know, a lot of stuff to, like, be there for my friends and everything like that, you know, and they all decided to go ahead and go on. And, you know, I kind of feel dumb for not thinking about streaming sooner, but, like, you know, I was making every moment I possibly could available to people who wanted to spend time with me, and it's just like, how is this any fucking different? You know, I put it on, you know, I put it on camera for people, you know, now, there's no, like, everybody knows when I'm available, everybody literally gets a freaking notification that says, oh, hey, like, he's playing a game, you know, anybody can come in here now and, like, spend time with me.
Bombarda. Revelio.
So, like, you know, in a sense, like, I'm still just making myself available for everybody. It's just now I'm doing it on the universal scale versus, like, just my friend, you know, my other friends. So,
Bombarda.
that's how I see it right now, you know. And, like, I think, honest to God, I think I decided that, like, as far as, like, how I'm going to deal with the situation with my friend is I'm going to tell him essentially that, you know, is, you know, look, man, like, you know, that's awesome that you want to play that game, but, like, you know, I kind of made myself available to you for a very long time, and you didn't take me up on the offer, and, like, I'm sorry, but, like, I decided, like, I don't want to be at everybody's beck and call anymore. So, like, you know, if you want to spend time with me, you know, I stream at this time, you know, you literally can come in, you can interact with me on a one-on-one basis, like, it's actually a good time and the community's going really awesome. You know, if not, you know, I get it. You know, and that way it kind of puts the ball in his court, you know, if he wants to come in and he wants to spend time with me, it's there. He can't tell me, it's like, oh, well, you know, you're making yourself unavailable type of deal. It's like, no, I never said that, that's not what I'm doing at all. I literally told you exactly when I'd be available. You know, we'll just have to see where that one goes, you know. I think that's kind of the best way to go ahead and handle everything, you know, if I'm going to be completely honest right now, is, you know, if I do it any other way, I just kind of feel like, I don't know, yet it's just kind of adding to the problem in a way. Because it's like, you know, the whole thing is like, hey, like, you know, I've given up a lot of shit for us to... Dang it, Lumos, please. But, you know, I've given up a lot of stuff and, you know, to go ahead and help friends out, and it's just, like, not very fair that, like, I continuously allow these same, friends to get away with not helping me out with certain stuff, you know? I think we're cheesing this real bad, but, like, I'm gonna do it anyway. Because, like, I don't think you were supposed to do it this way, but I have enough health. But yeah, I think I figured out how I'm gonna handle that whole situation. You know, and right or wrong, you know, at least I'm just kind of being honest, you know? Because yeah, streaming is becoming very important to me, and I'm realizing how happy it actually makes me to be doing all of this and to, you know, interact with people like you guys and like have so much fucking support. It's not even funny, you know. It's almost depressing to think about like going back to my friends and thinking like, oh yeah, like they're just gonna dismiss everything I say and they're not gonna care about what I'm doing, and like, I don't know. There's a part of me that kind of doesn't want to go back, you know. Or at the very least, I need to set some kind of fucking boundaries. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I would like him to, you know, I would like my friends to, like, choose me just as much as I've chosen them, and that's where it gets a little heartbreaking, where it's like, you know, when you realize that you're choosing them more often than they're choosing you, and it's just kind of like, well, shit, you know, and it's, Oh, were you looking at those bones? I'm sorry, dude, but I need them for this puzzle. My needs are greater than yours, Sebastian, but, nah, I don't know, doing it this way, I feel like it puts the ball in his court. Like, what is he going to say? Oh, well, like, you know, I'm not making myself available. It's like, no, literally, I'm available to everybody. What, you want my one-on-one time? Well, you had that. You squandered it. Like, you kind of, like, your situation was what put me over the edge for this. So, like, I don't know. I don't see myself being in the wrong for, like, pretty much telling him, it's like, dude, yeah, like, if you want to interact with me, here's the times. If you want to stream with me, you know, I need consistency. You know, I'm tired of halfway friends. I had the problem that I didn't see my Legion guys for like half a year at one point. They were... had not been there. If I had not been there. It's hard. I have been exactly what you're going through. I have just a whole group of friends. I was friends with them for 30 years. We all grow at different rates, and our personalities change. You will outgrow some people. Yeah, like, let's see. Caesar, that's always, like, a weird one that you might, like, that's kind of like social anxiety, I think, you know, not, you know, maybe not, like, the diagnosed form of it, but, like, we all have, so, you know, that kind of anxiety, where it's just like, man, like, you know, would it have been better if I was just not here? Like, we all kind of, like, go through situations like that, but, like I was telling you before, like, get into your own stuff, like, be yourself, and, like, you will attract the right people, you know, 100%, you know, I, as far as, like, any advice I can give to anybody who has that kind of social anxiety, be yourself, do not be anything different. You cannot keep up being something other than yourself, so there's no point in doing it anyway. If you are yourself, and you will attract the right people. You will attract people by being yourself. It's hard to put yourself out there nowadays. I agree with you 100% on that. But, Like, as far as when you are around people, yeah, be yourself. Attract the right people. They will stick around, you know. Yeah. And Steph, as far as, you know, like, yeah, growing and changing and, you know, all of that, it's just, I don't know, sometimes, like, I guess I got carried away with thinking it's like, no, like, I'm going to help these guys out because when I need help, like, they will help me out, you know, and we're going to grow together. And,
which means this can't be a dead end.
yeah, the fact that it didn't work out that way, you know, it's just our ideas of, like, how things will happen, our ideas of people are usually better than reality, I suppose. But I've had to go through a lot of harsh lessons, you know, and this is just one of them, you know, and I don't know if I'm going about it the right way where it's just like, okay, like, you know, he's, you know, my friends have done their thing, so, like, now I'm going to do mine. But I just have a feeling I'm going to get guilt-tripped into the fucking ground, and I have the weakness of having a very big yet fragile heart, you know, and it's easy to guilt trip me. I don't feel like going through that, you know, and the first time I was talking to him, he was talking about, like, giving up gaming completely and was acting like it was going to be all my fucking fault, and it was like, Jesus Christ, man.
Of course.
And honestly, that alone has me really uncomfortable with going back, because it's just like, fuck, man, I don't want to be the reason you give up on, like, a passion type of deal. And the really dumb fucking thing about it was, like, it was over playing Rocket League. As far as, like, what led to the fight, it was just like, you know, he wanted to play Rocket League. I was like, sure, but, like, you know, I don't want to devote time to it if you're not. And he wouldn't, like, for the life of him be like, yeah, like, I'm willing to put time into this. That's all it was. And it's led to this whole fucking falling out now. I fucking hate it. But, no, I think that's how, like, essentially I'm gonna tell him, is just like, you know, like, I get that you're busy and everything, but, like, I've been busy with my life too. I made room in my busy schedule for you. I've made time available for you, like.
Where did you learn the Imperious?
I taught myself.
He's gone through his own stuff too. It's not my place to really say what he's gone through. But, like, I don't think he realizes what he's doing half the time. So I think it's a lot better if I just go ahead, like, honest to God, I think it's the healthiest option for me, because if he's too busy and he just doesn't have time but he can only make time at certain points, it's probably, like, a lot better if I just say, like, look, dude, I can't keep doing this where it's like, you know, you keep, like, first you're my, you know, you want to be an active friend, then you want to be a passive friend, then you want to be active then passive, so, like, no, I'm just going to tell him, like, ball's in your court. If you want to interact with me, I stream every day at 8. I am available at those times. Okay? Like, if not, like, I'm sorry. You know, there was a point where you had my time, you squandered it. So, like, this is what I do now. You know, our actions have consequences. I don't want to learn it.
I don't think learning the Imperious Curse is a good idea.
But I think if I do that, like I said, in a sense, I'm going to give him a length of rope, and he can use that rope to either mend the bridge, or he can use it to hang himself. Oh, God, I should not put it that way, but that's the saying, though, is, you know, give people a bit of rope and, like, just essentially see what they do with it. Oh, God. But no, I think that's going to be my best option. Like, as I think more and more about it, it's, yeah. You know, that way it's just like, look, dude, I cannot track what you're doing in any way, shape, or form, so, like, I'm going to sit here and just let you decide. I'm going to give you all the options I possibly can, and I'll let you figure it out from here. Like, from there.
That worked. Keep going.
I don't think I have enough information to do this yet. But I always find that to be, like, the best policy, is when able to, if you really don't know what to do, like, when it comes to people, it's sometimes best to go ahead and just let them decide what's going on. Oh, cool. My pizza should be done. I will be back, guys.